Owlick. Coach Oleander's gonna burn.
At least he never got inside your brain. It's going to take me weeks to get my rhythm back.
Rasputin, you have surprised us yet again. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Hey, all in a day's work for a psychonaut.
Well, Psy Cadet, you mean.
Hey, the Psychonauts should be so lucky to get someone like Raz. The brain he's got in there
is 1 in a million. Thanks to all of you for bringing it straight to my door.
Oleander.
You took all my friends' brains. You turned an innocent fish into a giant monster. You stole all the teachers, derailing my education. And you kidnapped my girlfriend.
Rasputin, this fight is too big for you.
Back home, I had to clean up after the elephants. So trust me, I know how to take care of this ugly little pile of...
Kids, let the grown-ups handle this.
You tall people!
Sasha!
We get to kill him too!
Well, it's official. The genius is back. Time to go get ready for my gallery show. Uh-oh, this looks bad. Ah, well, that's good. Someone must have turned off the gas long ago.
Oh, here's what my poor flowers need. A little water.
Oh no, I spilled all my turpentine and acetone.
Hey, Boyd! Long time no see!
Oh, Mr. Orderly, I did not see you there. I was just taking a little therapeutic walk in the moonlight.
Relax, the asylum's closed. We can all go home.
Leave? Here?
Yeah, this place is for crazy people. And I don't know about you, but I ain't crazy no more.
I have to tell you, I'm feeling pretty good.
You know, maybe it is time for us all to move on.
What do you think, Boyd? You ready to blow this popsicle stand?
The milkman has completed his route. You guys want to split a cab?
And the crib wasn't even that clean. I mean, what do I have to do to get those guys to take me seriously?
When are you going to shut up and kiss me?
I can hear that.
I know.
Surrender! Never!
The Psychonauts have a word for people who turn on their own.
Ha! I don't need the Psychonauts anymore. I'm making my own army. Got a word for that?
Yeah. Gesundheit!
Wow.
Wow. That was my fight. I was ready for that one.
Always in such a rush, Rasputin. It takes years before you're ready for combat of that magnitude.
Well, you'd be surprised, Nine. This one's been acing all my extra credit exams.
I beat the coach once already, and I can do it again.
Darling, that was just a remote projection of the coach. He wasn't as strong as he would be if he were to appear in the real world.
TV? TV?
Where's his brain?
Oh, probably stuck in one of his plans to take over the world somewhere.
Hey, how's the weather down there? Ah, finally. Alone at last, eh, Rasputin?
Glad you're finally picking on someone your own size.
Yes, I've been dying for a chance to pick your brain!
Two can play that game.
Yeah, but only one can win!
I admit I'm pretty curious how Ford managed to lose Oleander's brain and then Oleander's brain got into a tank, but I guess best not to worry about it right now. This is obviously the giant Psycho Blaster death tank. This is the final version, I believe. He didn't stick himself in the tiny little prototypes, which is why it's so very, very large. And for some reason, he's not using it to the fullest extent. You'll have to give me a moment to adjust my powers. I was trying to remember how to fight this thing. It's, as in the grand tradition of all Psychonauts bosses, it is ridiculously simple. I just am grossly out of practice for this particular fight. This battle isn't going to take particularly long, which is rather impressive because I really just spend the majority of it running around in a circle trying to remember what to do. The basic concept here is that you have these chunks of concrete floating around this inner barrier, and on top of that, yeah, the concrete inexplicably hurts when not thrown at you. On top of that, you cannot side blast, and the barricade inside of there obviously keeps most of your powers from hitting.
Watch it!
What you have to do is break open both barricades. The psychic hands keep restoring the concrete blocks, but yeah. But the internal barricade, the wooden wall, is, well, not. And it is also, being primarily made of wood, especially susceptible to fire, as we learned from that last cutscene. So the main goal here is to just work your way inside, destroy as much of the barrier as possible, then make yourself an opening with the concrete blocks, and hurl one at the brain tank. You can see we already did a ton of damage there. So this fight really is not going to be lasting this very long. Especially once I, well, remember what I'm doing. From what I recall when I first ran this fight, it might be a little bit tricky to figure out, but it's really a very simple pattern, and unfortunately it doesn't change. I don't believe the individual levels get any harder. There are no other complications. They don't add more barriers or anything. The rocks aren't thrown at you any faster, and I don't believe that the concrete asteroid belt happens to get, put together any faster. It's just, the same thing 3 times. And only 3 times. I suppose the working model Psychic Death Tank would probably be a little bit stronger if there wasn't a giant crack in the glass to begin with. I mean, who knows, that 4th hit could be really tough. But for its much touted power, the Psychic Death Tank plan just doesn't seem like it was really ever gonna succeed. And that was it. Didn't really put up much of a fight, Oleander. I am, quite frankly, disappointed in you. Anyway, there's not a whole lot left to do, but, retrieve his brain and call it done.
Super! Sneezing! Powder! Ugh! Try not to sneeze! Have to hold it in! TV. Oh, this is just great. Now what am I going to do? Have to think. Like I got a choice.
Huh. Well, this is awkward. We seem to have no means of locomotion. That's gonna be difficult. Fortunately, we do have psychic powers. If we can TK ourselves up into the tank, we might be able to undo this problem. Allons-y.